Got something a little bit different here since we're at Rogue Tavern on 2nd Avenue North downtown. Both Alabama and Auburn playing at the same time. It's a split house. We've got one big screen on the left-hand side playing the Auburn game. We've got one big screen on the right-hand side playing the Alabama-Tennessee game. And Coach Crowe is going to introduce us to a guest to talk a little bit about houses being divided.
Yeah, just like we have a divided house tonight with a pretty much equal representation. There are a lot of houses in the state of Alabama that are divided too, and I mean home houses that are divided, where you have one side that's Auburn, one side's Alabama. We actually, in a divided house, have the Alabama side here.
Yes, sir.
Mark McKenzie, who's a native of Mobile, 1977 graduate of the University of Alabama.
Yes, sir.
Married to a pharmacist that's a great Auburn graduate in Pam, and but also has had 3 daughters, and the 3 daughters, you can take it from there. So,
well, all 3 graduated from Auburn. The 2 oldest have gone over to the dark side. The youngest is still an Alabama fan.
So there's still a chance, is what you're saying.
There you go.
How many of those kids are girls?
All 3 girls. I have 2 grandsons. And one.
Are you working hard every day to bring them back over?
Well, one I buy him mostly Alabama stuff, but my oldest daughter doesn't put up with that, so I buy them Auburn stuff. So I try to be nice.
Yeah. Well, you know, Rob went to camp at Alabama. I mean, the guy that recruited him to Auburn actually found him at Alabama, Bill Oliver.
Oh, gosh,
I've got comparable stories. The reason I was at Auburn because I met Pat Dye when he was a coach at Alabama, and Bill Oliver is probably my longest term, who's coached at both schools. He coached at Auburn twice.
Yeah.
And so there's not a strict line between these 2 places. And if there's anything, I call it the yin and the yang. The yin and yang of the one to the other probably makes both of them great. I don't know that either one of them would be great programs that they are if there wasn't that little sort of yin from the other side.
Even Auburn, Georgia has that.
Yeah,
In a big way.
But I would say for what's going on right now in the West and where this whole thing shakes out as we're all trying to get to our team to Atlanta and then get into the playoff system. The enemy of our enemy is our friends.
Yeah.
Well, it is in a lot of ways. You know, we talked earlier about, after the storm and how the Auburn people came into such a way to help Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
And then even, when the trees were poisoned, how the Alabama people, and, the social media has helped so much with that.
Yeah.
And I still think that whoever that guy is that did poison trees, he needs to be.
He's not claimed by Alabama people. I'm sure of that.
No, sir. He should have never been let go. It's a shame because that doesn't identify Alabama. And there's always somebody who's doing something, but it should be a great rivalry. Now, I've got sisters who won't cheer for Auburn to save life, and my wife cheers for Auburn and everybody that plays Alabama. So that's just the way she is.
And y'all were sitting over there side by side looking at both screens.
That's it.
What would you be doing at home? Have you got 2 screens set up?
No, sir.
How would you have dealt with this if you hadn't had the road to come work this out?
Well, where we live now, there's not, I guess we could go, one of us watch it in the kitchen, but.
What, do you flip a coin on the kitchen?
I don't know.
But talk about coming down here, though, because we do all of our games here from Rogue Tavern.
Right.
When most of the games, the Greater Birmingham Auburn clubs here as well.
Yep.
But you say that you're a regular attender here at Rogue Tavern. Talk a little bit about the atmosphere. What makes you come down here?
Well, I come down here all the time because it is a great atmosphere. When I first started coming down here, it was more Alabama people than Auburn. Now, particularly when there's an Auburn game, and if it's an away game for Auburn, as you said, the local alumni group comes in here and they pack the place out.
Yeah.
And it is a great atmosphere. I came down here that first Thursday night when they played,
Kansas
State, yeah.
And it was a fantastic atmosphere. And, even though it was the other guys, it was still a great thing,
Yeah. And you can appreciate the passion of the other side.
I do. I mean, and that's why I bring napkins for both sides.
Right. He brought us these, by the way.
I always do. I bring Alabama napkins for the Alabama folks, Auburn napkins. I mean, it's just something fun.